Reverse diet, week 6, day 6. So I had a really good night of sleep last night. Just slept really sound. Just being back at work, even though it was only 2 days last week, just totally exhausted. I can't even imagine after next week, the first 5 days back with students, I'll be just even more exhausted by next Friday. But anyways, I did my shoulder workout this morning. It was a weird mix. My shoulders felt strong, they just felt fatigued, and that was because the previous 2 days, even though I didn't work them out, they were still used. So 2 days ago, I did my tempo chest and tricep workout, which you're using your arms. You're gonna still be using somewhat of some of the shoulder muscles, even though that's not the main focus. And then yesterday, I did my tempo back and bicep workout. So again, still using the shoulders like on pull-ups and any type of the dumbbell moves, so they just felt slightly tired, but they also felt strong. Like when I started with my first set, which was just a single set seated shoulder press, probably the strongest they've ever felt. Well, not ever, but the strongest that they've felt since the beginning of the prep. So I know I'm headed in the right direction with the last couple of weeks, just feeling stronger, getting through most of the set, if not all of the set, without having to stop. So just very encouraged with how things are going. This past week, my fat macros were 160 grams of fat and 150 grams of protein. So I'm getting adequate amount of protein, a decent amount of fat in for energy. And then next week I'll bump up the fat 10 more grams, bump up the protein 5 more grams. So yeah, just moving in the right direction. 2 weeks from today, I'll get a DEXA scan. I'm anticipating, yes, I'm going to put on a decent amount of body fat the past 5 weeks. But I have also built some pretty good muscle, I would say. So I'm interested in seeing how much lean muscle mass I've put on. Tomorrow is going to be a total body workout, plus abs, plus cardio, doing the Stairmaster at the very end of that workout routine. It's a pretty fun total body, and you just blast everything, 15 sets of everything, and you're doing 2 rounds of 4 different moves. The first 2 sets, you're focusing on back, chest, legs, and abs. Second 2 sets, you're focusing on shoulders, legs, and abs. And then the last 2 sets, you're focusing on biceps, triceps, legs, and abs. And then do a 12-minute ab workout and then 14 minutes on the Stairmaster. For those of you that like to do like one cheat meal a week, I don't recommend cheat days because the calories can really add up. And when you do your cheat meal, you kind of want to, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do it immediately after a workout, or you could do it a couple hours before a workout. But whichever one you choose, I recommend doing a total body workout. The reason why, when you do a total body workout, all of your muscle tissue has been used in that workout, and that muscle tissue is very insulin sensitive, meaning that you're going to have more areas on your body, like your arms, your legs, back, chest, abs, and those muscles will be receptive to uptaking all the glucose spike from the carbohydrates that you're going to be consuming, and you have a lot more muscles that you can pull from. Like, let's say you didn't do a total body, like you just maybe did a chest workout. Okay, well, your chest muscles, maybe a little bit of the triceps and shoulders, because those are also slightly used in some of the chest moves. Those are going to be the only muscles receptive to taking in that excess glucose. The rest is going to get stored as fat, or your body is just going to excrete it out. But if you do a total body workout where you're hitting your chest, your back, your arms, your shoulders, your legs, your core, you have a lot more muscle tissue that's ready to uptake that glucose, meaning less of it's going to get stored as fat. So ideally what I would do is I would get up early, take a pre-workout if you want to work out in a fasted state, do your total body workout, and then go ahead and, like, maybe within the next 30 to 60 minutes, go ahead and have your cheat meal. If you want to have a stack of pancakes or waffles, or a slice or two of cake, or ice cream sundae, and then eat healthy the rest of the day. Now, let's say you don't like working out first thing in the morning. So you wake up, you do your normal morning routine. Maybe you have a healthy breakfast, and you like to work out maybe later in the afternoon. That's fine. Go ahead and have your pre-workout or work out then towards a somewhat fasted state then in the afternoon. Um, or and then you could do your cheat meal like I just recommended before after that. If you want to have your cheat meal before, get up and I would have a healthy meal first, then maybe 3 to 4 hours later, go ahead and have your cheat meal. Now, this cheat meal, I wouldn't go crazy. Like if you want to have a couple pancakes, or a waffle, or a couple chocolate chip cookies, or a brownie or two, wait 30 to 60 minutes. Then go ahead and do your total body workout. And by doing that, you're going to help your pancreas out because you have something called the insulin uptake inhibitor. And what that is it's when you're activating the muscles, it's like a dry sponge dropping on a puddle of water. Your muscles are the dry sponge, and the glucose is the puddle of water. Glucose is what happens when your body breaks down carbohydrates, turns it into sugar. As your blood glucose starts to go up, that then sends a signal to your pancreas, we need to start upping production of insulin. Insulin is the hormone that is produced in the pancreas that tells all the cells, and all your cells in your body have an insulin, you can call it a door, or attachment. And when insulin attaches to the cell, it opens up the cell and allows the glucose into the cell. This could be muscle cells, fat cells. So when you are then, like, let's say I'm doing a bicep curl and I'm squeezing my bicep, I am actually, if I have glucose in my bloodstream, I am actually helping without insulin, I'm helping the muscle tissue soak up that glucose. So that could also help out your pancreas. You can lower your insulin levels. So if you do have a cheat meal prior to your workout, that's great too, because you're soaking up that glucose into the muscles that you're using. You're burning it. Less insulin means less chance of fat storage. Um, Another tip too, if let's say it's later in the evening and you're like, all right, I just had 2 scoops of ice cream, going for 10, 12, 15-minute walk, you're going to also help that glucose get into the muscle tissue without your pancreas having to just keep pumping out insulin. So that's a great thing to do. Just a couple, I don't know, a couple dozen air squats, um, just jumping jacks, things like that to help burn off a little bit of that glucose. That could help out your pancreas too. Well, please keep it locked in here on my channel and like and subscribe and continue to follow along with me as I now go through this reverse diet following my ketogenic bodybuilding prep. And I'll see you all tomorrow for the wrap up of week 6 of this reverse diet.